The lights of Atlanta shone brightly that evening, but it wasn't the glittering city skyline that had everyone's attention. It was the drama unfolding at an upscale restaurant in Midtown. The Love and hip-hop Atlanta crew had gathered for what was supposed to be a peaceful dinner, but tensions were already simmering below the surface. Little did they know, a bombshell was about to be dropped that would send shockwaves through everyone in the room. Kirk Frost, a man known for his messy history and complicated love life, sat at the table, his mind racing. His eyes darted around the room, observing the people gathered. Yandy, his wife Rashida, and the rest of the crew. All were seemingly blissfully unaware of what was about to happen. But Kirk wasn't in the mood for peace tonight. He had spent far too long biting his tongue, watching lies and secrets swirl around him. Now, he was ready to finally expose the truth. For weeks, Kirk had been hearing rumors about Mandneecees and Jasmine, two people from the love and hip-hop world who were no strangers to drama. Mandneecees, the charismatic and smooth-talking businessman, had a reputation for being a ladies' man. Jasmine, the fiery ex of Mandneecees, had never been shy about her feelings for him. But it wasn't just their shared history that had Kirk uneasy. It was the undeniable tension between them that everyone had been trying to ignore. No one knew what had really been going on behind closed doors. But Kirk knew. He had seen the signs. He had heard the whispers. And tonight he was going to lay it all out in front of everyone, especially Yandy, Mandneecees' current partner, who had no idea what was happening right under her nose. The night had started like any other. The group sat down to eat, exchanging pleasantries and small talk, but Kirk could barely focus on the conversation. His mind kept replaying what he had learned about Mandneecees and Jasmine, how they had been secretly meeting, how their connection was more than just a lingering attraction, but something deeper, something more intimate. Kirk had watched it all unfold, and the guilt of keeping the secret weighed heavily on him. Finally, Kirk could no longer hold it in. He pushed his plate aside, leaned back in his chair, and looked around the table, his eyes locking with Yandy's. The room grew quiet as everyone sensed something was about to happen. The energy shifted from casual conversation to tense anticipation. "I can't sit here and let this go on any longer," Kirk said, his voice low but filled with authority. His words immediately cut through the room like a hot knife through butter. Yandy, who had been casually sipping her wine, looked up at him with a mix of confusion and curiosity. "What are you talking about, Kirk?" Yandy asked, her voice calm, though there was a hint of apprehension in it. Kirk's gaze flicked over to Mandneecees and Jasmine, who were sitting together across the table. They had been exchanging quiet words, but now both of them froze, sensing that something was about to go down. The atmosphere in the room was thick with tension. "I think it's time Yandy knows the truth," Kirk began, leaning forward slightly. His eyes never left Mandneecees and Jasmine as he spoke. "What's been happening between Mandneecees and Jasmine? The whole secret relationship they've been hiding from you?" Yandy's face instantly turned pale. What are you talking about, Kirk?" she demanded, her voice rising as she turned to Mandneecees, searching his face for any sign that this was some sort of joke.
So listen, right? Jasmine.
Let me tell you what happened. She said when you talked to her, she said you rocking with the Frosties and da-da-da. So she was like, yeah, Yandy need to stay in her place because he's sitting he's at my bar. Meaning, he said,
at a bar? I didn't know it was a bar.
I didn't know anything about this until my husband called me over. I just feel like with Mandneecees, not wearing your ring opens up the door for so many assumptions and so many comments. Stop putting me in these positions, buy a new ring. Or put the ring on that you already have. Let's go enjoy the
my household in the shambles, so bro, trust me, I ain't.
Bro, you gotta get it right. Please get it right.
No, I want it.
This is hurting my heart.
It hurts mine too.
Mandneecees was stone-faced, but his eyes betrayed a flicker of nervousness. He shifted uncomfortably in his seat, but he said nothing. His silence spoke volumes. Jasmine, on the other hand, was quick to defend herself. "Kirk, what the hell are you talking about? That's not true. You're just starting drama for no reason." She leaned forward, her eyes flashing with anger. But Kirk wasn't intimidated. He had already seen enough to know the truth. "You think I'm making this up?" Kirk's voice grew sharper. "You think I don't know what's been going on behind the scenes? I've seen the way you two have been moving, how you've been sneaking around and meeting up when no one's watching." Yandy's eyes were wide now, her shock turning into disbelief.